Alright, there I am. There's the game music. There's the new transition. That looks digi as fuck. Sorry about that cut off right at the start. I had to, I was having a bitrate issue for some reason, even though it's the same bitrate I've been running, for over a month now, I think. I don't know, sometimes it just acts up. Let me just test something. Make sure my alerts are working. My alerts are working. Okay, so I finished Nightshade last night. Back to my Final Fantasy fracas. The story in this is we're a rebel army fighting Imperials. So it's the same plot as Final Fantasy XIV if you want to simplify it super down. I grinded almost as much as I played the game on stream. You got, Cure at 3, we got her Fire at 4, almost at 5, we got Cure 6, and Gordon doesn't matter, he's a temporary party member. The only thing I really didn't get a level up that I wanted to was Furion's sword, because he had the sword he was carrying causes a status effect, so I can't grind the way you would normally in this, where you beat up your own friends. So we're going to see if I grinded enough, because we're going to enter the Dreadnought, which is one of the 3 spots in the game or so where you can't, you can't, like, backtrack. You can't come back here after you destroy it. But hey, look at that. I'm dealing damage now. Last time I was here, I was not dealing damage. I was barely plating into these guys. But yeah, no, Maria has, like 100 more health than she had when I first showed up here. Furion has like 400 more. I spent forever grinding my ass out. And some of it's still weak, but it's fine. Like, these fights went from being, wow, I'm dead in one fight, to, okay, that wasn't that bad. I need to show him my ID, my secret passage, my pass. Excuse me, sirs, please go ahead. No, time for the next watch, if you'll excuse me, sirs. We need to go get the sword, because there's a real nice sword in here that causes sleep. But we'll get a real bad fight. Monster suddenly appear. Da 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 da. And see, these warlocks, they just wiped my party last time I was here. But the way I grinded up to boost up magic and health also increases my magic defense a shit ton. So these fights are now just, they're rough, but they're not bad. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need to cast fire on ourselves anymore. Oh? Might actually be casting Cure in this fight. Nah, we don't need to. But we'll use Furion's magic to waste all the cures we can. And then it'll be up to Gus. Yeah, no, we're taking all of that. Alrighty, magic. Magic. Equipment. No. Items. That's not after. Then we do equipment. She gets to learn poison. And then he gets himself a crescent sword, which does more damage. It causes sleep. And everyone's already wearing mithril or better. Like, I just want to be strong enough to basic attack kill enemies on the way to the boss and then be able to spam magic. That's the ideal strat in Final Fantasy games for me. At least in these early ones that are grind fests. Alright, who we got here? A pair of babies. Aw. Okay. So then I'm trying to get Isuna up as well. It's a very strong spell, but it's hard to level up. On account of, you know, they have to have a status ailment. What's this? Kitty cat post. And see, this is a good crowd to cast a great big fire! Yeah, no, spamming blind sucks, but it's not that big a deal. Like, Gordon got really high on his weapon level because I was using him to make Gus and Furion tanky. Werepanther. What are these goofy goobers? Give me a second to pull up my page like I'm actually doing stuff. Make myself look like I know what I'm doing. Miss. There we go. Okay, they got some bulk. So let's have her fire. She's close to fire 5. Ooh. Ah. All right. Trying to get myself a map. An actual factual mapple. Good, Gus got tankier. Yeah, I keep leveling up that Isuna, because that's how you get it to heal more. Is this the map? That's not the map I'm after, though. The one I was using was Strategy Wiki. Here we go. I don't think there's anything in those rooms, so we'll just ignore them. Ho, 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 ho. Like, she just has that bow on a technicality. If she's hitting you with it, you're... Right? Yeah. Oh, that leads to C. Where the fuck is C? Alright, these old school maps sometimes. Okay, that leads to treasure and important shit. And C leads to D. Okay. So yeah, this is the right way for me right now. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm remains in effect. Huh. Guess the weather's gonna get rough. And that's their big scary attack, which did 30 damage. And Maria got more health. Which, I mean... Thanks. He's the kid whose whole shtick is he's not good at the magics. Let's clean that up. Sorry, I'm looking at all the treasure here, trying to figure it out right. Ooh, we get to preemptively stab these. Wah. Wah. Bop, bop. I did miss, like, playing this on stream, just the general vibe of it. As much fun as Nightshade was, that was a lot of reading. And this is just kind of good mellow times. Forgot the coffee is still brewing. That's fine, it can wait. Okay, Gus. And there's Sid and the princess. The ones that were kidnapped via airship. We went to go get the fuel that was designed to blow up the airship. They were the ones picked up. Haha. Haha. No, I could tell I was overly grinding whenever it was costing me more money to rest than it was for me to get. More money to rest than it was than my profits for grinding. Oh. Forgot to cure the darkness. Gus gets more strength. Okay, let's magic you. No one's low enough on health for me to bother healing. A shade bow. Assuming that's better than a longbow. A bow that can blind opponents. And has 20 more damage. Yes. I will gladly take the shade bow. Thief's gloves. Is that a weapon? Gloves that boost agility. And they give a huge defense boost by the looks of it. Oh, yep, there was thunder. Yeesh. Felt like that came out of nowhere. The storm's kind of been threatening it lately, but I was like, I've been too busy taking care of my own home. I've just been noticing it's been cloudy in the morning. Everyone gets to be blind. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. The iron bars were forced open. Oh, so glad to see you. I'm afraid they were captured us and they came for you. But let's go, hurry. This biggie will blow up then, so I'll have to take my baby ready for takeoff. Yep, because that's our big plan, is to dramatically leave on Sid's airship. First Sid in video game history. No other Sids ever existed. And no, I don't want you to tell me that there was, like, you know, a Sid Fracas or whatever in, like, some 1978 classic Space Sid 8 or whatever. Aha. Let's see what this new bow can do, if we get to it. Nothing. Part of the problem is she's holding it backwards. Alright, we've cleared out the lower floors, the prisoner and the treasure. And that's why we focus on spellcasters. Use magic defense. Fire and bolt. Okay, sure. I think everyone has fire and bolt that should have fire and bolt. Furion might not, but other than Cure, his magic is just there for, like, backup. If I'm fighting an enemy that's immune to physical attacks, and I'm like, he's gotta do something. He's got a little ice in the pocket, a little bolt to go to. super dead. Getting a call from Norman. Give me a second. Hello? Hello? Oh. Good news, everyone. My car's extended warranty was about to expire. They're getting smart. They're using local numbers against me now. Okay. There we are. Dare I heal Gus? It's down to 790. Okay, I kind of dig the shade bow. I like that it makes lightsaber sounds. Ho ho. No. You just want to kill Gast. Women want only one thing. Eat hot chip, kill Gast, and die. One of these days I'm gonna make it to a ladder. Okay, paralysis is always frustrating, so yeah. I got the money. Alright, they're walking around in the piping somehow? Don't know how, but okay. Yeah, no, the Wraith is the actual threat. The gas can blind, but it's fine. He ain't causing no one no harm. Furion got more agility. I'll take 5 steps. Like, why is there a werepanther just wandering around the deck of this Dreadnought? It just doesn't make sense. Get it together, game developers. Why would there be a giant venomous rat hanging out in the prison cells of this prison? Next map. Oh, I see. Stunners. Oh, these guys. These guys caused a lot of issues for me last time I was here. I didn't even get this high up because of stunners. Because they had a high chance to cause paralysis on me last time I was here. Oh. Wait, does it consider an instant crit if they're asleep? I want to say some game did that. Yeah, you guys, don't worry. I'm Imperials. All hail the Garlean army or whatever. An ice shield, which is probably a new shield for Furion, since he's the shield boy. Whoa! That hill gigas. I dig it. I like the bra. Let's hit her with one of these. Because, yep, I'd say she'd probably physically built like a truck. There we go, yep. That's how we're dealing damage. We got to magic her. Let's do that. And yeah. Gordon's gonna be leaving us in like 5 minutes. It doesn't matter that all his spells are level 1, barely used. And you don't have any offensive spells. You shouldn't have any offensive spells. Gus is there to be a healer. At the very least, it'll level up his life skill. You getting spooked? Poor little kitty cat's getting spooked by all this storming outside. A smooch. Still up. At least he can deal a little damage with his ice, so I might as well. It's better than nothing. They took out Gus. I don't think I have any other way to revive. At least we have Fire 5 now. Sure, we'll take the Bolt Scroll. Why not? Magic? Oh wait. Equipment, Furion. Ice Shield. Well, it's resistant to fire. Where was it? So, I run a rinky-dink show around here. And, I have a main gouge. I have a blanket I use as a cover for this light over here. To diffuse the light a little bit, you know, to prevent it from being as harsh, and it prevents the fuzziness that you see right now. It vanished. It ceased to exist. We looked everywhere. The second I sit down and start working, I'm using an inferior blanket right now. It appeared on the couch nicely folded. A trident? Like the gum? Titan's Helm. Helm with the power of a Titan. Huge, a little bit of attack boost, a little bit of defense boost. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's see if I can handle the boss without my main healer. I'm not gonna play nice anymore. Oh, hey, cool, with Gordon swinging like that, maybe. Let's see what Fire 5 is. Fire 5 is big. Yes! Furion gets just faster and faster, which I'm fine with.
It's not green, so it won't be green screened out.
It is not green, so it won't be green screened out.
Choose that one.
There, I'm wearing my St. Patty's Day bedazzlement. Whatever the fuck that shit's called. The Office Space joke.
Pieces of flare?
Pieces of flare.
You only have one, so.
I only have 69 pieces of flare. I can only cast Fire 5 15 more times. Hey, Jelly! Glad to see you here. We're back to Final Fantasy II, and I think I grinded enough. The only thing that has done significant damage to me was a sub-boss that appeared out of the woodwork guarding a bunch of really good items. So I've lost my main healer for this dungeon, but I'm confident enough that we're still digging in. Oh, do they not move out of my way? Do I have to beat these guys off? Please take that out of context. Aha. Like, if I get permanent blind, that might mess me up. But Gordon doesn't matter that much. Well, not permanent, but, you know, persistent blind. Are people talking outside, or are you watching? No, okay. Some sort of ruckus going on outside. Okay, I don't have to fight too many of these characters. I have to fight one. The rest I can work around. Or if I wanted a shortcut, I could fight them, but these fights are easier than than each of these little guys. Because they hit hard. Yeah, I'll take a free antidote. Why not? No. If I hit take all, should just close the fucking screen. And I loop here, loop here, loop here. And that's the next one. Right. Fire did not do as much damage as I was hoping it would to these fools. Okay, my Wi-Fi is bad because of Storm. Oh, I gotcha. I'm worried about mine as well. We're keeping an eye on it. Because if it gets too rough, we'll call this early. I'll get myself to a safe spot. Sound that bow makes is goofy. Okay. This guy is the only one I actually have to fight. And this will lead me to the big boss fight room. Okay. Yeah. There we are. Rebels, meet your fate. Alright, Capitan still hits. Capitan still hits hard. Is he weaker to magic? Is that your weakness? Yes, he is weaker to magic than he is getting hit in the face. Oof. You get to heal yourself, and you get a fireball. That's what I was afraid of. Ha! Cool. There we go. It's not a boss, just a tough boy. What? He doesn't move out of the way? Okay. There's no point in that fight whatsoever. I just gotta work my way around him. Yeah, just take us out. It's a little maze. I thought I could kill those guys. I guess not. But that's why we have memo saves. And I get bleached out. And look at this, we got Gordon back. Still doing jack shit. Still here selling fake doors. Alright, you attack that. You fireball that. You attack that. It's fine, we're not wasting nearly as much magic as we were last time, and we'll do a heal run after this. There, haha. Oh. You know, I've been working on stuff for Tabletop in the Fall. I found a program I'm probably going to use to help people know who's talking and who's not talking. Yeah, I'll take a stun, why not? Bring her up, bring him up, and we will use an antidote. Now he's just blind, which that's okay. He's not important enough for me to use eye drops on. Yo. Yo. Yes. Haha. Like, I took on a captain, I killed him. It was rough, but we did it, so I don't know why I gotta walk around. You know, I'll take out your wild pigeon problem you all have. If we could hit our targets, at least. I said, if we could hit our targets at least. I keep track of all these little gauges. Okay, now we're in the big engine room. You can tell because there are big engines everywhere. She just can't hit one of these birds. Can she? Huh. Huh. Nah. Oh good, Gordon got so much boosts. Alright, I'm assuming once we throw fire into the fire hole, someone's gonna come down and get upset with us. Seems to be the Dreadnought's engine. Item, let's throw the torch in. Is that not where I'm supposed to do it? Sunfire. Not the torch, I have to use the fire that's attached to the torch. The sunfire was thrown into the engine. We stood and looked deep inside the engine to make sure it blew up. Don't think you've won just yet, Nyeh! What, brother, could it be you? We've got no time for that now. Let's catch Sid's airship. Oh, do we not even get a fight? We just are gonna book it? Ooh, we get the big cutscene. We get the big banana cutscene. Woohoo! Great kid. Now knock him out the box, Luke. That repeating water tile.
It's everybody's favorite.
It's everyone's favorite.
What about the repeating grass tile and the repeating forest tile?
Oh, the grass and forest tile they don't cause visual pain. They don't make me see a schooner. I gotta find the church. I can never remember where the church is in the starty town. It's right here. Warm light beckons. Yeah, bring back my buddy Gus, who wasn't there to heal us when we needed him most. Now he gets to heal himself, and he gets to Isuna that away. We get to look at Gordon's equipment. And we get to take it all off. Golden, Titan, Ice, Crescent, Shadow, Unarmed, Mithril. Okay, everyone's wearing Mithril, which is like the best stuff we could buy in the store. Everything else will be in the dungeon. So we'll do some cleaning up before we go talk to Her Majesty. Yeah, he doesn't need to know ice. Fire. Sure. He probably will never use it, but it's there. Bolt, nope. Stun. Sure. And that's it. So let's go sell some shit. Sell. We're not selling the trident. That's a good item. We don't need all this garlic. I never use it. Sell ice. Yeah, we don't need that. No. 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 I know I'm keeping that knife. Because from reading ahead, I do know the gal coming up. She uses a knives. So we'll keep that. We'll keep the mithril mail and bronze gloves. Just in case she has shit equipment. Alright, now we'll get our MP back. One good sleep with Gordon. You bet. Alright, where is she? Where's Miss Wild Rose, 98? She ain't here. Princess brought back to safety, but now the king. Okay, let's go check on the king then. King's probably dead. Am I right?
Gordon, Mindu, and Furion, I wish to leave you my final words. Gordon, you have grown so much in such a short time. I would like you to take command of my army and please watch over Hilda.
With my life, your majesty!
Mindu, I believe the time has come to unseal the Ultima Scroll.
Yes, your majesty, I shall depart immediately.
Furion, go to Diest. Diest's dragoons were decimated, but there must be some survivors. We need the help of both the Windrakes and the dragoons. Together you can restore peace to our people. Be strong and keep your faith. Please take care of Hilda.
Let her rip, Luigi! Your majesty. This is a terrible loss, but we must go on. Now let's go. We have duties to fulfill.
When did you pick up David Lynch?
His name's Gordon. So it's gonna be Gordon Cole, right?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're absolutely right.
When the Emperor invaded Diest, people only thought it was only minor skirmish, but it was to exterminate the dragoons. Let's memorize the word dragoon. To ask dragoon. Here, even the youngest of the dragoons can communicate with the Windrakes. Let's memorize the word Windrake. Let's ask about Windrakes. We find a Windrake in Diest. If you do, it'll surely become a great asset. Go to Paloom and look for a boat that will take you to Diest. Paloom? Which town's Paloom again? What?
Stop it.
Just a little gargle. Might be on the other side of this here lake. It's one of these coastal towns, it's gotta be. Right? Are you Paloom? Aha! You're looking for a vessel to Diest? Well, lucky you. The ship's about to set sail for the very destination. Care to come along? There's something about this woman. I don't know if we should do this.
Yeah, But it's for free, miss. We'd like to take up your offer. Please take us to Diest.
Now you're talking. I'll be waiting for you outside the town, okay? Outside the town's this way, you crazy lady. Let me save, because I just realized I didn't save after I did that boss fight, like actual factual big boy save. By boss fight, I mean no boss fight. But I did finish a dungeon. That's the boat we want. That's the boat. Give me the boat. She gonna tell us what for while we're on the ship? Yes, she is. Alright, give up your belongings! Be lucky I'm sparing your lives! What you want? What, you want to fight against all of us? Bloody fools! How many pirates do you gotta kill in these early Final Fantasy games? Oh no, look at them! Oh no, they have bad posture. Oh, poor guys. Look at you. Get out of here. Look like John Leguizamo in Spawn. Look like fucking what's his name in Tiptoes. They're like, I'll look 2 feet shorter if I just pull all my limbs and put them behind me slightly. I'm not even gonna use magic anymore. You guys are gone. Well, Maria got smarter. Alright, you got us now. Do whatever you want. Well, what are you waiting for? Don't you want to kill us for what all we did? What, do you want us to join you to fight against the Empire with rogues like us? We fucking hate the Empire! We're down! Alright, fellas, to your posts. But you were going with this world with you. Layla joined the party. And if I remember right, she's the only character that is left-handed in this game. And we have a boat. Equipment, Layla. So yeah, you get the main goosh. The main gouch. She gets that main douche. Do you have any magics? Just want to see, do you have any magics? You have Bolt. Bolt 2, okay. Let's check here, map. This doesn't tell me anything. Where the fuck? Go to Bloom. Talk to her, go outside, get in the boat. After a fight, she joins the party. Put a knife in her left hand. Go to the island in the upper left. In the upper right, the northeast of the map. So we need to go to that little itty-bitty island. And by that little itty-bitty island, I mean the bigger of the 2 islands that we're looking at. Probably the easiest way to do that is to go through the southern channel and then loop around. Kill a bunch of Helldivers. Someone could hit the Helldiver. Oh. Well, Leia gained a little bit of everything. cat is hiding behind the couch. Storm's spooking her a little bit. Alright, let's just bolt him. Let's bolt the bird. Let's go back to my Magic the Gathering roots and bolt the bird. Will you get me a cup of the thank you. I'll get a cup of the coffee. Oh, you weren't on Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. I once spent 3 days not on Wi-Fi. Oh, ho, ho. I got the yellow cup. Thank you. Nom, 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 nom. Oh. Gus got axier. Leia got better. Okay, that's the big channel, and then we're gonna follow this coast until we reach the island. That was like 30. Oh, I must have just saw Wi-Fi on it. I was like, oh, that's your old message. I'm sorry. Huh. Antlions? Wait, these guys look flammable. They're a little dangerous. Oh, they're super dangerous. They're not flammable. Are they weak to frost? That's fine. These guys might be too big for our britches. That's fine. These three should be able to handle it. If not, Gus will pick him back up and he'll eat his hat. Furion's strength, Maria's bow, Maria's intelligence, Gus's HP. Good. Okay. Now, Gus, you gotta do what you did not get to do in the big scary dungeon. You gotta do that, and I'm curious, can you almost max out her health just by... Okay, cool. He's hit 4 digits in health. Good. I don't want to run into another antlion, so we're taking the boat. Those guys were a little spooky. What do we got now? Sea serpent. It's got to be boltable, right? They're aquatic. Did you coffee grind enough? Shadow, you got me. I should have thought of that joke. I didn't even think about that. So far, it looks like I have. I'm not getting one hit killed by monsters anymore. Next time I reach next time I'm stuck in a game, I'll just have to play a visual novel. Do all my grinding while I'm visual noveling, I guess. Still. These guys are... Oh, Gus has lost over half his health. They are hitting hard. Okay, we're gonna focus on that sea serpent. 'Cause that's the one that's been hit. She has bolt. I was like, you have bolt. You can help. good. Kitty cat's been spooked by the storm. She's starting to calm down. Yes! Put cool sunglasses on that sea serpent. And we're so close to getting Isuna too. Okay, no one else is bleeding out profusely. Where am I with where I need to be? I'm close to the island. I can just go this way a little bit and I should run into it. Is this it? Is this the island? This is the island. Cool, 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 cool. Here we are. Buccaneers. You guys actually a threat? Or... No, you're not a threat. You have like 150. Okay, here we are now. Where's the town? We're right next to it. It should be on the other side of this. Yeah, there it is. Sliver? Okay, I guess this evening is Magic the Gathering night. There's our third Magic the Gathering thing. The rare luxurious sliver. Pull. There we go. And he's dead. Sure, I'll take a blink. I can sell it. Then here we are at Castle Deast. Go back! Don't come near! I'm gonna tell Mommy! A free cottage, okay. Nothing in here. Is there anything here? Ah, I thought you were stupid Imperial soldiers. I'm glad you're not. Dragoons? When I get older, I'm going to become a dragoon like Daddy. What about windrakes? When I grow up, I'm going to be a windrake just like Daddy. Sees my son as being a nuisance. Please pardon him. My husband was a dragoon. Killed by Imperials. Only my son and I survived. The last windrake has been trying to speak to us, but I cannot understand it. Every dragoon carries a special pendant. Heard it was lost in the cave. Oh, I can't memorize pendant. I just have to get the item. Okay, let's go get that pendant, but let's see if I can steal some more stuff from these dead people first. Make grave rob in front of this family. Phoenix? Oh ho ho! Well, that's for emergencies. Nothing. Ho ho! Stun, we already have it. Curse, stop. Okay. Stop. Read to learn, stop. Sure. And I probably did that the wrong way. He probably needs to learn Stop, and she probably needed to learn Curse. But whatever. Unicorn Horn? Is that a fantasy aphrodisiac? Oh, Sage's Wisdom. Gold Needle. Eye Drops. Antidote. Cross. Saint Spirit. Mallet. Wingblade. Isn't that Billy Bob Thornton movie? Surprisingly light, powerful sword. Yeah. Solid damage output. We're taking that shit. See, I don't care what my parole officer says, grave robbing is profitable. Alright, now we actual factual save. Actual factual polydactyl save. And there it is. There they are, Albert. Faces of stone. Faces of cave. Yes. Show me that map. Ugh. What?
I said it was just
Oh. Okay, spooked my cat just a little bit. Okay, let's see, there's this right here. 30 bucks. And 3 doors. Which we gotta go through A, maybe, first? Oh, we'll just explore bit by bit. Oh, we get to preemptively light all these guys on fire. Sorry, I'm loud. What's this? Dragoon's corpse lies on the ground. Something shines beside it. It is a dragon's pendant. We've obtained a pendant. That's what we came here for, so we'll leave. Fuck. Yeah, use Curse. Why not? We have a free turn to attack, and she's probably gonna kill someone. These Hillgigas, they hit like truck. So it caused issues in the last dungeon. Nope. Okay. Shield us? Nope. Bolt. Fire. Big Cure. Bolt. At least it takes up like 2 to 4 character slots. That means I don't have to fight... I hope it means I don't have to fight 8 Hillgigas at some point. I don't know why I did that. Good, I'm glad I focused his healing just on him. Doesn't matter. Gus got big, Layla got tougher. Yeah, now we're good. Let's go bring this medallion back, and surely we're done with this cave now. We won't be back in 5 minutes. Nope. We focus on the Ogre Mage. It's like the slivers so far have not been super dangerous. Them Ogre Mages, they cause them status ailments, they cause the boo-boos. Gus got stronger. All right. Cool. Cool. Miss. Infurion got stronger. He started singing about the airport. There it was, the ultimate niche joke of the evening. You there, lady. Alright, let's go check this Windrake. I have the item now. Come with us, let's fight together.
The poison has already affected my entire body. I am dying. Kind sirs, please hear my final wish. Take this egg to the cave north of the castle and place it in the spring there. This is the last dragon egg. If someone takes it to the sacred spring, it will wither and die.
Obtained a dragon egg.
Please take that egg to the spring.
Oh, he did that thing where he's like, oh, I did not really die. Just because I went, ugh, and laid over does not mean I am dead. Now we're fine, as far as magic and such goes. As long as you don't run into, like, any more Hillgigas, we should be fine. Alright, so... yeah, no, we could just melee bash these boys in. Wow, Gus. There we go. Why is Furion the only one dealing damage now? Sliver is immune to axe or something? They're like, nah, I used that stuff way too much in middle school, so now now I'm immune. Okay. Back in this cave. Okay, C leads all over the place. What the heck? I don't need a potion, mithril stuff. A mage's staff might come in handy. What the fuck is that? It's in the C spot. And C leads to... Oh, that's the C chest. This map is a little wild looking to me. Might be because I'm looking at the NES one, but still, I'm like, what is going on here? Back in DS, the boy expresses before you return to the cavern. Good idea to make sure you're in good shape. Bafsk is probably the nearest area. When you return to the cavern, you'll have two options. Taking the stairs to the lower left corner. Okay, so I should take the lower left first. It's a dead end, but it leads to loot. Alright, cool. You stab the mage, you frost the twiddle. You do that, and just to be... What, frost the twiddle? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number Frost the Twiddle. Haha. This one's a little tanky. By then I mean I'm just rolling low. And I'll take that blind. Alright, so we go down here. So far it's a singular path, there's not a split. Oh! Of course. My old nemesis. Stairs. Let's see if you're super weak to ice. I just don't know because I haven't really tried yet. Nope. Not weak to ice. Cure yourself. And yeah, we're just gonna spam bolts till she falls. And at least this game has a nice buff muscle gal in it. More games need buff muscle gals. I'll say it. Ah, well at least he's the one who keeps getting hit, so I guess it kind of works out that he has shield. He gets the shield. Oh good, we get Bolt 3 now. Okay, what item do we have here? We have a potion. So far we've gone all this way for a potion. And and hill giant fights. $50. Oh. 50. I'm pretty sure his bolt is now higher than Maria's bolt, because I have her mostly spam fire. Because, I mean, that's what the game, it rewards you for doing that. Just using the same move over and over again. Like, I've reached such an extent, if, it might be more advantageous for her to use that move than a type advantage. Which the only type advantage I can ever remember is reptiles can't handle ice. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Punch him. He's a tanky boy, he can handle it. Haha. Ooh, oh shit. Yes, I will take another Titan's Helm. And that is going on Gus. More attack, more defense. Yes, thank you, sir. Okay. Oh, Howlers. Man, how durable are these guys? And they look... Okay, they're not that durable. I figured they were gonna do that. They did not take much to ice. And Leela's getting tougher. I'm gonna pronounce that name differently every time. Okay, so far this seems pretty linear. And that's the secret, you just gotta say, wow, this looks pretty linear every time. And it will give you a, you know, a split at that point forward. A Revenant. Now I gotta beat up a Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. Someone's skill improved, cool. Is there a thing? Nope, there's nothing. Ooh, we get to see fire get cast a whole bunch before we get to fight. Alright, you hit that, you hit the one in the corner, you hit that, you hit the one in the corner. Oh, they got less than 140 health. I thought they were tankier than that. Freon's agility, yes, yes, yes. Oh, Layla got all the health, all the stats. Let me see if I can get to this next floor before I do that. I want to finish the left side. Which, yeah, ooh, there's 4 treasure chests at the end of this hallway. And I'm gonna warp out. And we'll... Unless it takes me all day to get to the other side of this room, we will, Ogre Chief. At that point, we'll take a break. We'll take a break for facilities. Refill drinks. ETC. Oh, Leela's dead. These guys are tankier than I think they are, aren't they? Yep. Alright, let's just focus on one at a time then. That's what I thought. Probably have like around 300-ish. Furion got more sword and shield. Good. And another wing blade? Okay. As long as Gus has 1 magic, we should be fine. Because that's how he's going to get us out of here. After we get the loot on the other side of this room. Can we really get... Yeah, look at that. Let's clear out some of this magic. We don't need sleep. We don't need blink. We don't need stun. We don't need ice. What's her sword skills? Her sword is 2, her knife is 5. Okay, well. She has golds and silvers, so she's fine. She's fine. I just want to grab all the loot over here. I don't know if this dungeon seems linear enough. Whoa, the Dead Ringers and Adamantoids. Speaking of turtles that can't handle the cold, she ain't got no manas. Thought that would be enough to kill you. Guess not. Nope, ice, I want ice, there we go. Thank you, hands. Sometimes my hands have to put up a rebellion, and it's a little frustrating. Okay, that should be enough. He should drop. Yep. Then this might kill Adam. Nope. But this will. And then the Dead Ringers are nothing but dumb, stupid babies who are super slow, so they don't matter. What you watching?
The McRiblin.
McRiblin? It's like a gremlin McRib. Three adamantoids were jammed in that chest with the knight's armor. Of course they were. They're weak, they're slow, they don't matter that much. They bite for 109. Haha. Looks like we're focusing on that one next. Oh. Shoot her! Thank you. Yeah, poor Gus down to half health. Almost. At least this is good experience for ice spells. The ones I did not level up enough. Reese intelligence and endurance, Gus's HP and endurance. Everyone got it. And diamond shields? Okay, I guess we're taking diamond shields. Is that better or worse than the ice? I don't know, but we also gotta check out that knight equipment, huh? Knight's armor. Armor only given to knights. Okay. And a diamond shield resistant to bolt. Because it's not metal. I see. I get the joke. I'm assuming I'm assuming undead are flammable. Like that's a universal rule of fiction, right? Shh. I know I could hurt him with healing magic, but I don't like doing that. It's rude. There we go. Cool, everyone's getting tougher. Everyone's getting bigger. Yeah, that's the only ones that needed healing. 'Cause he's got the big boy heal now. Saint Spirit, Sage's Wisdom, a Flame Bow. One of my favorite Adventure Time characters. Bow with the essence of fire. And even more damage output. Cool. So now we do magic, Gus, warp us out of here. I want to refill mana before I go back down there. We might just use that cottage. I just remembered we got a cottage. But first things first, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to refill my coffee. And, you know, do stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Just like one short minute. Love you. Hit that button. And then I hit Make shrimps?
Yeah, the butterfly shrimp.
Oh yeah, make some shrimp then.
I know you already made delicious meals.
Go ahead.
Delicious meals.
Yeah, you hungry. Sorry. A couple weird things happened just then. One, had to fight off a little spider. He's a couple inches, he's a couple inches. We had to do the old cup and take it out. Take it outside, not like, take it out. We did that. Then we were dealing with, oh ho ho! Firebow's good. The spiders are coming back out. Yes, they are. It's that spring. No, we did that. Had to give Kiwi some treats because she was being a good girl. And then she delayed gratification. Good on her. She saw those treats and she's like, no, I'm going to keep eating my regular dinner right now. And then, poor Den starving to death. Because they're on the upswing from being sickly. You still are, you just had a little relapse. It'll happen. You always get that round 2 sicky. And Gus really needs to heal. Yeah, you go get him. In fact, we got a cat. Why... Kiwi, why didn't you attack that there spider? It's not a big deal. We're assuming it's the weather that caused... Yeah, the spider caused the weather. The spider caused the sickiness. No, the weather is what... Yeah. Stop interrupting me with shtick. You're distracting my smooth brain. Apparently I'm... Oh, look, there's Bafsk right there. I was like, where's Bafsk? Yeah, wizard spiders are a bitch. Like, I don't even care. I want to deal with you guys. I'm just gonna burn it all to the ground. I left my coffee cup too far away. It's over there on the coffee table.
My body's demanding me.
Yeah, no, by all means, get that shrimp.
Sorry.
Luckily, playing through... Now that Dubbins is here, I can tell you, playing through Nightshade gave me enough grind time that I can survive this game. One would hope. Okay. Let's... Okay, everyone's full on health. Let's get our magic back. Then we'll go back to the secret dragoon cave, drop the egg into the lake. See if this brings back wind drakes. Because dragoons, who, I feel like the name implies dragons, work with drakes.
Yeah, that's what Well, drakes are little dragons.
Drakes are not little dragons. No, they're like lesser beings.
Yeah,
They're the chimpanzees of dragons. Okay, little dragons make me think like baby dragon. They're not like baby dragons. They're like orangutans are to humans. And don't get me started on wyverns. Those are the silverback gorillas of the dragon world.
on me about freaking fairy. What was that box?
I kicked it out of my way because I wanted it out of my way.
Yeah, you kicked me out of the way when I was going to.
Enemy strike first.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Meek says thank you. Just like that, even. Ah, that wasn't enough? I swear, some of this health is really arbitrary. Maria's endurance, Gus's, everything. My bag's getting full. Probably because all the equipment I just picked up. We'll clean it out at the end of the night. I'll go to town. I'll save the Princess Zelda. Is there... I think I threw coffee everywhere at some point, because I keep finding it everywhere. Gone. Oh shit. We're buff enough we could drop spike toys with melee hits. Those are some tanky bitches. Ooh. Fire. And whoosh. Like, what? Is it purely a spiritual thing? Is that why undead are weak to fire and things? Because of, you know, Zoroastrianism and, you know, older religions where, you know, fire is a purifying thing? Or is it because dead bodies are dry and just super... There's probably an intersection there. I'm discovering a Venn diagram of mummies are really flammable, so ancient man was like, how are we gonna get rid of all these mummies? We got too many mummies. Just let's have a weenie roast and use mummies. Whoa. Man, she got a shit, like... What if her knives suck? On the bright side, we got everyone. We can now just go this way, and it should be pretty linear, because the other dungeon, the other side was pretty linear. Alrighty. Oh no, not these guys. Ice didn't do that much. I guess she can bolt. Don't want her to basic attack. Her basic attack is fiery. These guys have a fire stick, so I'm assuming they're resistant to fire. What's up, Ketchup? Oh, they get healed from thunder. Okay, that makes sense. Wow. And Maria got sturdier. Which is the hardest thing to level with her, because she's in the back. I mean, she's supposed to be in the back, that's a good thing, but... What? Oh, I didn't hear the beeping. I apologize for my rampant beeping. Don't need that no more. Oh, they got a preemptive hit, did they? Meow! That kitty cat. She sure causes a ruckus. But she knows how to fetch, making her a good cat. There's a chest up there, but there's also a chest down here. What do we got here? Mithril Helm. Otherwise known as garbage. Is that just a bunch of thunder or what? Oh, people upstairs causing a ruckus. Nothing. Yay, Layla's strength. Mithril mail. Now you give me garbage, game. I want real gear. Okay, Revenant should not be that big of a deal. Where is... Because now I'm kind of lost on the split here after I grab this chest. Oh, I did already grab that chest. So I either need to go to E or to F. Where do they go? F leads to that. Looking at this map, it looks like they lead the same place, so I'm assuming they lead the same place. If I'm wrong, oh well. E's closer. But there's an E chest I need to get to. Which is down here. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, here's our obligatory Hilgigus. Oof. Well, I mean, that's kind of good. That's the... Why did I have her basic attack? Sorry, she's the least useful party member. She's here to take a punch, basically. If you're not a permanent party member, you're here to take up space. Yeah, do that. And bolt. Big bolt. He's back to adequate health. There we are. Ha ha ha. Furion and Maria both got a boost. Mage's staff, and a monster suddenly appeared. Screamers? Can you handle fire, or no? Well, you can't handle a melee hit. That's kind of good. Oh! Oh! That makes me slightly nervous. Why heal me? That tells me you're up to no good. I mean, you topped most of us off. Thank you. I don't trust you, get the fuck out. That somehow boosted Furion's magic defense. Alright, so let me... I believe we're through with that floor now. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. See, these guys, they made me nervous about the Healy boys. Because they're cousins. Well, there's guys called, like, Screamers who look just like these guys, but they healed me. And they were blue instead of red. But they kept casting high-level cure at me, which is why I said they were Heelys, because they were healing. And they're weak to the basic attack fire bow? What the fuck? Sometimes, game, you don't have enough Pokemon logic in you. It's gonna be a hill giant. 2 hill giants. Well, fuck my donkey. Shield up. And everyone in the front line's got a shield, which is good. Yep. That was very rude of you. How dare you double tap? Oh, whoa, whoa, she doesn't need a bolt, she needs a fire. He's gonna cure himself, and you need a bolt. Come on. Woo! Good, 1 down, 1 to go. Come on. Hill giants sure are fun. Don't know where they came from. Well, I do. The hills. But, I mean... Big difficulty spike when they pop up. Luckily, they seem to be limited. Oh, oops. Dead? Nope. Well, let's just take a gander. Okay, you dealt more damage with your physical attack. Why am I using magic? Peons. Maybe I just had bad rolls that one time, and now I'm like, oh, they're physically resistant. Jesse, they can't take, they can only take magic. Mithril gloves. Let's see. Everyone's wearing mithril gloves except for you. Spherian got thief gloves to make himself move faster. Mithril mirror. Probably reflex magic. Well, now that I know some of us can actually hit Hilgigus, I'm gonna start doing that. Oh. Maybe it'll go faster and easier now. I mean, did just stab her for a hundo. Gus's axe improved. Okay, let's hit downtown, shibby dibby doo wah. Another one. Okay, sure. They got what, 500-ish health? I haven't really been keeping track of these fights, to be honest. I've just been like, oh, this is big, bulky. I need to hit it hard and fast. Hit it with the big spells. Yeah, 500-ish. Maybe 600? Somewhere between the two. He's gonna top everyone off. What? Where the fuck am I? That's why I have to take that far path. Okay, I get what happened now. I forget some of these guys can hit for 300. And big thunder strike. Whoa. Whoa. Did I end up where I think I did? If so, the way out should be right. Yep. Okay, I now know where I'm at. I see how I fudged up. I guess she could have basic attack. We have a preemptive strike in her fire element. You still got them all dead in time. Oh. Partner made themselves some shrimp and they were eating it. Cat's like, oh, shrimp, shrimp, shrimp. I'd love some shrimp. Can I please have some shrimp?
She wants
And then because of rain and thunder, our poor cat Kiwi got spooked and she went under the couch. Yeah, but before that she was being all sweet.
Yeah.
As she just tried to get some of that delicious shrimp. That was the important part of the story, was nom nom nom, shrimp shrimp shrimp. Oh, I forgot I had my St. Patrick's Day bedazzle on. My flare.
Not green because green's green.
Yeah, not green because the endless void behind me will devour it. Oh no! Attack that one. Fire that one. Like, maybe I'll get up to fire 6? At least? Like, we're getting to level that skill up a whole bunch. And Leela gets to almost get killed. Which, if anything, would give us a chance to level up life some more. So that one's got to be close. Oof. Why did I cast life? She's not dead yet. She's practically dead. Ooh. Yeah, Gus, just worry about yourself now. Never mind, there goes Gus, our main healer. I mean, we handled the last area without a main healer. Dare I risk it? We'll make it up to the... We'll see how, Oh, shit, another Titan's Helm? Yeah. We'll see how bad we are when we get to the surface. Like, when we get to the first floor. If I feel like we can't handle that, then we'll go get him healed up. Okay, here we are. So we are going. Dun, dun. We're gonna fight a Hillgigas as a test of valor. Her mana's already down to 80. I think we're just gonna go refresh. There's no harm in refreshing. Aha. There's the door. Oh. Like, I might have to teach... If this happens again, I'm going to teach Fury on Life at some point. If I can get my hands on the spell. Fire. sadly, this ruins of a town doesn't have a church in it. 'Cause you don't need people for a church. You just need a statue to go, "Arise, fallen warrior." Okay. Of course, enemies strike first now. Go on, hit him with the big baloney. The second one does nothing. Such a weak little babby dagger. It's a dagger for babies. Let's level up Cure 4. Having multiple characters with high-level cures is not a big issue. I think it was easier to go this way. Go up rather than down. Killer fish. Ha. There. And I will give this, they learned very quickly the magic system they were using sucked in Final Fantasy 1. Where like, oh, you have a high level character, you got a max level wizard. You can use your big super final spells like 5 times if you're lucky. No, they knew what they were doing with this. They were like, yeah, no, let's give an MP system. Okay, here we are in Bafsk. The church is always somewhere silly here. It's right here. No? I know they got rid of the crosses, so it's just a little thatched roof that's funny looking. It's that one right there. They hid it in the back. Bring back our big man. I think Gus could have Cure 7. Which is fine by me. Go to the inn, refresh everyone's magic. $58K? I don't remember having... Creatures must be dropping treasure like crazy in the fucking, that Dragoon Cave. That's over 4 times what I had before I started. You know what I meant. These little walled towns. Like, it's a cute design, but it gets frustrating after a while. Really? Just... They wrestling a gorilla? What the heck is going on up there? Sometimes the people above us, the nonsense they're doing. I am curious beyond belief what sort of chicanery they do sometimes. Dead? Yes. Aw.
See, I'm not curious, I just want them to stop.
No, I'm always curious about that kind of stuff. I'm the kind of person... I'm the kind of person who opens up the bag that says dead bird on it. Didn't know what I was expecting, but, you know. I gotta check sometimes. Alright, we're back at the cave. We're gonna memo save here. Just gotta work our way down to the far side of that spot. See if we can finish this dungeon before I turn into a pumpkin. Okay. Okay. Just... Good. Everyone got tougher. Go down this way. Go that way. Had to have been you. You got that extra 50 in. Cool. This might be it. Nope. They're close enough. We could just stab, right? At least I thought we could just... Yep, there we are. Okay, like these undead are not a They're a nullified threat at this point. In Earthbound, if these guys popped up, they would have been fried. Like that. Like, it would have just auto-battled. Ugh. 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 No, I'm yelling at these hill gigas who keep showing up. These stinky hill giants. With their fashionable sports bras and bad attitudes. Demanding what? Yeah, out here demanding snoo snoo. Like they're just big tanky brick walls who take forever to get through. They're a not fun burn of resources. Aha. Nothing. But there was 200. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, we got it. We got her now. Heh. Titan's helm and Titan's glove? I have to do some inventory management because I forgot to go shopping. It's fine. Equip. That boosts strength. I want him to be faster. You though, my man, you can have that. And let's equip some of the beat 'em me up items. Does it empty him out if we do that? Are they still in the inventory or not? Okay, you only have 2 slots. I guess I'll find out in a second. Maximizes intelligence? Oh, shit, yeah. Let's give her the Sage's Wisdom. So then she can nuke the board, I guess? That's the plan. Why are you carrying a longbow? Okay, now, is my inventory still... Still pretty full. I never use the potions anyway, so I'm gonna force feed them to some characters. What do you mean? Gold hairpin. It's better than a Titan's helm? Well then. You can have that. Gold hairpin. Protects against lightning bolts. Oh, yeah, you get that. You have anything else good on you?
Why does Gus look like that?
Why does Gus look like that? He was born that way.
Why is he crying? Poor Gus.
Yeah, poor Gus.
Roll one out for Gus. Shame about Gus.
Real shame about Gus. Good, do I have anything else I could just... that's just hot garbage? No. Is there not a toss button? Not throw stuff on the ground if it's... garbage? I guess not. Okay. Well, that's enough sorting for now. If things get really hairy... things get hairy-S Plinkett. We can throw some things... we can throw items out. What? Yes, his name is Harry-S Plinkett. He just wants to watch his Night Court tapes on his VCR. Which I really want to see the, like, the train where it went from being murderous, murdering eternal psychopath who hates Star Wars but likes pizza rolls, into harmless old man who mails back his colonoscopy bag and just wants to watch his Night Court tapes. Oh. Say she's got to be close. Let me go down here. There, now we're on the other side of that bridge that fell. A mithril shield. We did not do all that for a mithril shield because I can walk the long way around to get to the next floor. It's a singular trail, so I should not get lost. Ooh. Ogre type enemies. Everyone likes the Ogre Magi and Ogre Chieftai. Oh. I like that flame bow quite a lot. I like the weapon that make the number go up real big. Wow. Oh. They have more than 230 health. I did not... thought they were weaker than that. Well, blow me down. Revenants are stronger than I thought. I guess these are just magic boys. They aren't necessarily fire. Like, the firebow still does good damage to him. Okay, there we go, her. If we jump down this hole, there's a chest between this relatively linear path. Oh good, fire 5. And they should all be dead. We might cast one Cure 7 for the party after this. Yes. Anytime Maria gets health, I'm like, yes. She's a little fragile thing made of glass. Acid bottle. Just a free bottle of acid lying around there. Alright, what do we got now? I guess that green ooze there is the spring they want me to chuck the egg into. Almost. And then ice. 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 I don't know why I did the group version of that spell. Ria's ice magic got to 3. Cool. You get to see bigger ice now. Apparently this is the door? Okay. That's a chimera. That's a big chimera. I recognize all 3 of them heads. Ooh, yeah, we get to cast Ice 3 on him. Ice. Ice. Attack, attack. He's just a tanky boy. And then hit him with bigger ice. Yeah. Does not seem to have any elemental shticks going on with him, so let's have a chat. Chimera stands before the spring! Roar. Let me get that fun boss. Oh, 2 of them. That's not what I was promised, game. You lie. It's okay, that one's like halfway dead now. You're a good roll away from just like that. Okay. Blaze 7. Oof. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, good job, Maria. This is the sacred spring. Let's find that. Do I still have that egg? Dragon egg. They just like... The dragon egg gently sank to the spring's bottom. This sacred spring, the egg rests on the bottom. Is that it? Alright, let's Gus, warp us out of here. I guess I go back to Altair. Oh, I forgot to heal Gus. Okay. This is fine. Because he can heal himself. He has, like... He's a tanky boy. Yeah, he healed for almost 1/3 of his health. Hard part's gonna be figuring out the fastest way to get back. Let's see. We're there, and we need to get there on the inside. And the ferry's on the wrong area, so I can't take it back. So the fastest way may be going north. Oh, oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. That's the same spot I ran into antlions in earlier. They're scary. Bolt. Cool. Dead. All right. There it is. There's the crack. Oh yeah, I forgot he has Bolt 3 now. Yeah, just have everyone cast their big bolts. And he goes, bah! No, not quite enough. I was like, maybe? But no. I'm just gonna get to Altair and then we'll call it So I can empty out my inventory there. Which should be right over here. Where are you at? That's... nope. It's further down here. There it is. And we are about halfway through this game. Okay. Equipment. Nope. I'm going to remove all of her equipment now. No reason in general. No reason specifically. If I run out of room, I'll give her something like real garbage. Alright, and just down to 2 people. I won't send us anywhere. There's no real reason to. It's just the 2 of us. So tomorrow, more Final Fantasy II. Looks like we'll be having a Coliseum, which will be fun. So I will see you tomorrow. Love ya.
Coliseum.
Yeah, I'll call us. See you later. Ciao.